Good morning once again, and welcome back to I'm having a problem calling it the Phightins final because of what's happening out in Los Angeles right now. Let's just call it the final for now. And with your boy Matty B here on the Edge of Philly Sports. Good morning once again, pulling the late night duty uh, with the West Coast thing going on. And I know you might be wondering, what are you doing on? The game is not over. Really, the game isn't over. I mean, it's 13-1 in the ninth inning. Um, I tell you what, if they battle back and win this game, I will owe everybody that's watching me right now $1,000. You heard it here first. Um, where do I start? Matt Strom continues his inconsistent ways. The bullpen was just pitiful. Once again, the offense was just stymied tonight by Urias, who went 7, struck out 10. Bryce Harper just struck out again, his third time striking out tonight. He goes 0 for 4 in his return, but to his credit, obviously, this wasn't going to happen tonight. But just a pitiful, pitiful attempt at these last two games. The Phillies have surrendered 26 runs to the Dodgers over the last two games and have only managed to score five. Tonight, they have two hits, one run only tonight. That was by Trey Turner. It was a home run way back in like the fourth inning. And the Phillies are on their way, well on their way to losing this thing big time out in LA. One out now in the ninth inning as your starting or I should say your current pitcher, Cody Clemens, who, by the way, has been summoned to action for a second straight night because the bullpen just didn't have it again. Um, Fourth time, if you're keeping score at home, that a position player has been used by the Phillies through 31 games, mind you. Four times the Phillies have had to go to position players to finish out games because of their bullpen's inability to finish out a game or hold a game or do whatever it is they got to do to stay in this game. I'm going to go and we're going to check the box score momentarily. Let's take a look here. I know this is going to be painful. It's going to go fast if you're a Phillies fan. It might take a minute for me to go through the Dodgers, but Mookie Betts, the offensive hero tonight for the Dodgers, 3 for 4 with a run and 3 RBIs. Freddie the Killer Freeman was 2 for 5 with 2 runs, 2 RBIs. He hit another home run against the Phillies tonight. Those were pretty much your offensive standouts for the Dodgers. You can throw Matt Vargas in there as well, 3 for 5, 2 runs, 4 hits, and it goes on and on like this as the Dodgers pounded out 17 hits tonight, and well on their way to a victory for the Phillies. Drek, and Drek. Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. His average is down to an even 200, by the way. Trey Turner, the only offensive bright spot, 1 for 3 tonight with a homer, a run scored, RBI. He struck out once and walked once. Bryce Harper, as I mentioned in his return, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, looking every bit like a player who hasn't played in 5.5 months. Nick Castellanos, 0 for 3. He just struck out a second ago, his second of the night. Stott 0 for 3. Remuto 0 for 3. Alec Bohm 0 for 2. I mean, just 0, 0, 0, and 0 to a tune of 2 hits. The Phillies were 2 hit tonight. 2 friggin' hit. Uh, and it's just, whew. That's all I can say is, whew. Matt Strom, 3 1/3, 6 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. The vaunted Phillies bullpen. Let's kind of go over this as a group, okay? Connor Brogdon, Sir Anthony, Soto, Marte, and I'm going to leave Cody Clemens out of this. I'm going to talk about Cody Clemens, but um, Brogdon an inning and a half, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Dominguez an inning and a strikeout. That's not bad. I can live with that. But then it goes off a cliff. Greg Soto, half inning, 4 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. He had a walk and he had a strikeout. Marte, Junior Marte, an inning, 2 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, a homer. He gave way to Cody Clemens there. Greg Soto has been largely a disappointment since he's been here. His year right now is up to 5.40. Junior Marte is up to a healthy 18 on his ERA. Cody Clemens has got a lower ERA than Marte does. What's Marte still doing pitching with his team? I know he's been up and down a couple times. It's time to send him down and leave him there. Julio Reyes for the Dodgers, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. A walk, 10 strikeouts. Gave up the 1 home run. Vesta and Brickford, have come on and done just about the same thing as every other Dodger pitcher has done to the Phillies tonight, and that's dominate them as they are up. Or now it is now final 13-1 is your final score. The Phillies fall to the Dodgers out in Los Angeles. It is official now. The Phillies have been outscored 26-5 over the last two games. Now they've ran their current losing streak up to three. I want to run this thing by you guys real quick. What is this dreck of a lineup? Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Stott, Remuto, Bohm, Marsh, and Sosa. What lineup is that? What is this? Um, Rob Thompson, man. You know, I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again. When is Rob Thompson's freebies end? Tonight there was a very defining moment in this game. Phillies were down maybe 5-1 at the point. At this point, it was in the seventh inning. It was on the Will Smith single to center field with Betts on first. Uh, Brandon Marsh is handling the play like there was nobody on base. Very lazily throws the ball back in a second. Allows Mookie Betts to go to third. There's just no intensity with this team, and maybe there's no accountability with this team either. Maybe the manager doesn't hold them accountable for their flubs in the field. That is a minor league or little league error there, or a little league lapse in judgment. Brandon Marsh took the play off and allowed Mookie Betts to move to third base on the play. Again, where is that accountability? Way too many plays like this have plagued this team all season long. This team doesn't seem to be fundamentally ready to play baseball. Yeah, okay, they'll string off a couple of wins, but then they'll put together two games like the last two that just like boggle your mind. 26 runs they've allowed over the last two games and have only scored five. It's just amazing. They now are 15-16 on the season. Let's check some scores around Major League Baseball. Again, last night, folks, because we have moved on to a new day. Phillies 13-1 losers. The Braves beat the Marlins 6-0. Rays over the Pirates 4-1. Nationals over the Cubs 4-1. Yankees over the Guardians 4-2. White Sox over the Twins 3-2. Red Sox over the Blue Jays 7-6, and the O's over the Royals 11-7. Angels over the Cardinals 5-1. Angels over the Cardinals 5-1. Rangers over the Diamondbacks 6-4. Giants over the Astros 2-0. Rockies beat the Brewers 3-2. The Mariners over the Athletics 2-1, and the Reds beat the Padres 2-1. The Mets and Tigers were postponed due to weather. And tomorrow, if you're interested, the Phillies will wrap up the three-game set. Hopefully, we'll maybe salvage a run, or at the very least, make it a competitive goddamn game. Aaron Nola will get the start, and he'll be opposed by Gavin Stone. A 4:00 start here in the East, as the Phillies will wrap up their three-game set and return back to Philadelphia for a day off Thursday before starting a three-game home series against the Red Sox beginning on Friday night. And I'm going to run these things by you too tonight, because this is just pathetic, man. Just absolutely pathetic. The Phillies were out hit tonight 17-2. I'm not even going to do this. I can't. It's 1:00 in the morning. I can't do this. But yeah, 13-1 today. Yesterday, of course, they lost 13-4. Cody Clemens has pitched literally an inning over the last two games, a half inning each time. It's never good when you're bringing position players in the pitch. Phillies have now done it on two straight nights, 4 total through 31 games, as they now fall to 15-16 on the season. Bryce Harper 0 for 4, and looking very much like a guy who has not taken a live baseball swing in 5.5 months. So, but we knew that. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. Bryce is going to need some time. Phillies bullpen continues to revert back to its earlier season struggles, as they were just completely ineffective. Matt Strahm has pretty much, in my opinion, worn out his welcome in the rotation. I know we're waiting on Ranger to kind of work his way back from his rehab assignment, but I've seen enough of Matt Strahm in that position in the starting rotation. Too inconsistent for my taste. As the Phillies' pitching depth issues continue, we knew this was a problem. You factored in the injuries. It just hasn't really worked out up to this point. Rob Thompson, a questionable lineup, and a team that once again seemed to lack some intensity, taking plays off. The Brandon Marsh, Mookie Betts play in the seventh inning, a perfect indication of a team that may not either fear their manager or fear accountability, and that's never a good thing for any kind of team sport. And it's just really, really, really frustrating. Dave checks back in. Hey, here we go again, Matty B. Wow, 2 hits tonight. What's going on here? I don't know, Dave. Don't really understand it either. Urias is a very good pitcher, but 2 hits it's inexcusable. I don't know. I don't understand the lineup tonight. I don't understand why are we seeing Kyle Schwarber back in the leadoff position. I thought I'd seen the rest of those days last year. Very questionable lineup. Matt Strom very inconsistent, and all that it leads up to a 17 hit to 2 hit ratio there, and Phillies are outscored 13-1. Now make it 26-5 through this series, and that's what you have here, folks. So listen, tomorrow it'll be somebody else. I'm not really sure who's going to be doing the final, but we're going to try to work the final in tomorrow before all the primetime EOP programming. Hopefully the game doesn't go 4 hours or like it's been going lately here with these longer, when they score 26 runs over 2 games, it takes a minute for all those runs to come across. But hopefully we can get the game done before 7 o'clock tomorrow so we can come on and give you a Phightins final. And hopefully the Phillies can kind of at least pull some pride, play a competitive game, get themselves, if not a win, just in this game, because the Dodgers are just completely outclassing the Phillies up to this point right now. It's becoming a joke, and that's what tonight was. It was an absolute joke. Why I put Schwarber in the leadoff makes no sense. Dave, you're preaching to the choir, man. And then moving stat, why you're preaching to the choir. And it was a question I brought up earlier in the show. When is Rob Thompson's honeymoon period end? When does the manager's decisions begin to be called into question? Because it's been happening. The inconsistencies with this ball club and this ball club's inability to kind of get on a run, that's becoming an issue. And now we're 15-16, 3 games in a row we have now lost. And Rob Thompson, what's your solution for all this? What's your excuse for this lineup? Were they trying to make Bryce Harper feel comfortable and putting him back into a lineup that he left? I don't really understand the reasoning there, but yeah, and all that was really a recipe for disaster as the Phillies fell tonight, 13-1. Folks, that's going to do it for me. Real quick, if you're looking for those hard to find tickets, look no further than Shuri's Ticket Town at www.shuristickets.com. Enter EOP. Enter the promo code EOP10 to save additional 10%. Workman's comp, motor vehicle accidents, personal injury, criminal law. Dave Cherry at 610-565-0300 is the man to call. And don't forget the Wiffle Ball Mania and Eagles Autism fundraiser at Dolan's on May 13th, 1 to 8 p.m. Charlie Manuel, Mickey Morandini, Jamie the Philly Sports Guy, and Hollis Tank Thomas will all be on hand. And make sure you're heading over to phillysportstrips.com to travel like the pros and see everything they have to offer. This is just kind of a snapshot of all the trips that the Eagles, that they'll be going on for the Eagles this coming fall. So make sure you head over to phillysportstrips.com now and check out everything they have to offer. Again, tomorrow, 4 o'clock start here in the Delaware Valley. Cody Clemens will be getting start for the Phillies now. Aaron Nola will be going, and he'll be opposed by Gavin Stone. So, till we talk again, folks, let's all get some sleep and let's forget about this. Let's forget about those last 2 nights. Maybe we won't do this late night crap anymore because it doesn't seem to be working out. But we'll talk later. We'll talk tomorrow on the Phightins final. Again, it's our hope that we can get it in before 7 tomorrow night. If not, we will try to find some other option. But it will not be me tomorrow. I will be getting some time off as I've done my time for the week. I don't think I'm back till Sunday. So you'll be having an opportunity to see some other people here. So until we talk again, go Phils.